I'm Ryan Harmon. I'm a independent sales director with Mary Kay. That's right. I'm a brother building the Mary Kay business.
All right. So what made you decide to even consider the opportunity?
Okay. So initially, I started off a ministry that I'm a part of here in Savannah. We have a youth program, so we was actually raising funds for our youth program with the Stop the Violence campaign. So we were literally taking the proceeds of our sales and funding our program. However, COVID had just kicked off. I was in car sales. I was working for an Acura dealership. Thought I was doing okay until COVID came around, and wasn't thinking nothing about Mary Kay. Wasn't thinking about the opportunity itself. Just literally signed up to kind of help fundraise for my ministry, and got furloughed for 5 months because nobody was walking in the dealership. Everybody was all freaked out, and I decided to start looking more into it. After 5 months of being furloughed, my job called me into a meeting, told me that they was letting me go. They was downsizing the sales department. So I said, I'm never letting a company get the opportunity to pull the rug up under me and my family's feet ever again. So from the comfort of my living room, I built my Mary Kay business.
Okay. And then family consists of?
So I got 5 small children, ages 10 and under.
Wow.
And a beautiful wife, so got a large family.
Wow. Okay. And then, so at some point you went from maybe experiencing the product, coming into the company. What made you decide to build a team?
Well, really like not necessarily, so poverty is a big factor, and I'm from the east side of Detroit originally, and everybody kind of have a mentality of it's like a hustle and but really vain, very, very materialistic without any true assets of building something for the future. So that's another thing that kind of intrigued me about this business, to have the opportunity to really create something larger than just make a dollar,
right?
Spend a dollar, So I decided to really offer the opportunity to as many people as possible, and a lot of my initial team consisted of like childhood friends,
Male, female?
Combination of both.
Okay, awesome. So you went through the same process as any other consultant. You share the product, flip chart, no flip chart, virtual, all of that.
A lot of virtual. Everything was on lockdown, so I didn't never really experience the house parties and stuff like that. So
I love it sound that way, house parties. Hey! So then, okay, now you're going for red. What made you decide to go from red to blue?
The job situation. I said, well, I didn't want to risk bringing COVID back, because at the time my father-in-law was living with us, and of course I got small children. So my father-in-law has COPD, and if he gets a cold, it can take him out. So I just decided to just put my nose down and get this Mary Kay thing a try. I saw that money can be made because, I was working 10, 12 hours a day at the car dealership, and I worked on commission. So, if I don't sell, I don't eat. So the concept didn't scare me. And then, I found out I could make supplement my income at my leisure, spend more time with my wife. My kids was at home doing homeschooling, so I was able to help them with their work and stuff like that. So that's a really big thing to me, because having a large family is like, gotta go make a dollar, and then you lose so much time. And I remember, like, at one point I was working 2 jobs. I was leaving the car dealership and going to work at the hospital overnight.
Wow.
So that was like 10 to 12 hours. They go work another 12 hours. So I just realized it's not worth killing yourself over to make a dollar, because time is, time can get away from you easily.
So what would you say to a guy? Because to be honest, people think if you're a guy in Mary Kay, you must be like not heterosexual. There are heterosexual men in Mary Kay that have wives and like all of that. So what would you say to a man who is not considering the opportunity but should consider?
Well, I'm gonna say this, okay, especially for my men with family, right? So most of my family is in Detroit, right? And I was in sales, so my thing was this, having to ask for permission to go see my family. I didn't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like to have to go ask for permission for
Yeah.
stuff. Like, you know, I'm somebody who want to be free, and financial freedom always intrigued me, but I just didn't know what avenue. So I got into sales because it's like, okay, no cap on the amount of money you can make. So with most men, it's like it had to make financial sense. And if you can sit down with a gentleman and break down his business and tell him like, hey, you have the opportunity to make, you know, I mean,
show them the black and
same
white
rules
on
apply
paper.
with both men and women, but men a lot of times don't see the value in the business like this because they think it's girly.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
hey.
So what's next for you in this company?
So I got a couple steps, but my ultimate goal is to become first black national sales director.
Hell to the yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, we appreciate your time. Thank you so
Absolutely.
much for sharing.
Absolutely.